What happens when you pull an all-nighter after 60? Not much if you're 25. But once you hit 60, that one late night can ripple through your body and mind like a mini health crisis. Shocking? It should be. Sleep isn't just rest at this age. It's medicine. It repairs cells, balances your mood, and supports memory. Yet many seniors brush off a sleepless night, assuming they'll bounce back like they used to. But here's the truth. After 60, your body doesn't forgive as easily. So, what happens when you stay up until dawn? Does it affect your heart, your memory? Could it even accelerate aging or increase your risk of falling? In this video, we're breaking down exactly what changes in your body after just one sleepless night, especially if you're over 60. You'll discover how one poor decision can spike your blood pressure, weaken your immune system, disrupt your hormones, and even increase inflammation in the brain. If you think pulling an all-nighter just makes you groggy, think again. Stay with us to learn the science behind sleep after 60, the dangerous effects most people never talk about, and how you can recover if it's already happened. After 60, sleep becomes more than just a routine. It becomes a biological priority, but the body doesn't treat it the same way it used to. As we age, our natural production of melatonin, the hormone that helps regulate sleep, declines. That means it's harder to fall asleep, harder to stay asleep, and harder to reach deep, restorative sleep. The result? More light, fragmented rest, and waking up feeling less refreshed, even after a full night in bed. Circadian rhythms also shift dramatically. Many older adults find themselves getting sleepy earlier in the evening and waking up before dawn. This isn't just a quirky habit, it's a biological reset. Your internal clock is now on a slightly different schedule, and your body's ability to adjust becomes less flexible. So, when you stay up until 3 or 4 a.m., you're not just ignoring sleep, you're disrupting a system that's already fragile. It's like kicking over a sandcastle that's barely standing. Sleep is when your brain clears out toxins, your body repairs cells, and your immune system recharges. Skipping that process, especially often, can quietly chip away at your health in ways you won't notice until it's too late. So, what happens right after a sleepless night when you're over 60? The first thing you'll notice is mental fog. Your brain needs deep sleep to store memories and clear out waste. Without it, simple things like remembering names, concentrating during conversations, or balancing your checkbook become harder. Reaction time slows, focus fades. It feels like your brain is wrapped in cotton. Next up, your heart. Missing just one night of sleep can spike blood pressure, increase heart rate, and throw off your cardiovascular rhythm. If you're already managing high blood pressure or heart conditions, this sudden stress can be serious. Your body releases cortisol and adrenaline to stay awake, putting your heart into overdrive. Balance and coordination also decline sharply. Without enough sleep, your motor skills lag, making you more likely to trip, stumble, or fall. For seniors, falls aren't just inconvenient, they can lead to long-term disability. Your immune system also weakens. A single sleepless night drops your body's production of cytokines, which are essential for fighting infections. That means your defenses are down, and even a common cold can hit harder. Then there's the emotional toll. Expect irritability, anxiety, and mood swings. Your brain's ability to regulate emotions depends on sleep, and without it, stress and frustration rise quickly. You might even feel symptoms of depression creeping in. Even blood sugar gets thrown out of balance, increasing insulin resistance overnight, raising your risk for diabetes complications if unmanaged. All these changes just from one night. Imagine what repeated sleep loss can do. The effects are fast, widespread, and especially dangerous for people over 60. Not all the effects of sleep loss are easy to spot. Some are invisible, but even more dangerous, especially when it comes to your hormones and brain health after 60. Let's start with cortisol, your stress hormone. After a sleepless night, cortisol levels spike. You may feel an odd, nervous energy, but that fades into fatigue, anxiety, and irritability. Elevated cortisol also disrupts your immune system, blood sugar, and digestion. Worse, it prevents your body from relaxing, even when you're trying to rest the next night. Then there's growth hormone, which helps repair muscles, maintain bone density, and support healthy skin. After 60, Your body already produces less of it, and it's only released during deep sleep. No sleep, no recovery. The glymphatic system, your brain's cleansing process, is perhaps the most overlooked. It activates during deep sleep and flushes out harmful waste, especially beta amyloid, the same substance linked to Alzheimer's. When you skip sleep, this waste builds up, potentially damaging neurons and speeding up cognitive decline. Sleep deprivation also misfires insulin, leading to blood sugar spikes, and disrupts ghrelin and leptin, two hormones that control hunger and fullness. That's why you crave sugar and carbs. After a bad night, you're biologically primed for it. These hormonal imbalances aren't random. They're connected, and they hit harder with age. Your resilience is lower, and the cost of imbalance grows every year. So when you stay up all night at 60 or older, it's not just about feeling tired. It's about throwing off a system designed to protect you from disease, aging, and mental decline. You won't see the damage right away, but inside, your body is working overtime to fix a crisis you didn't even know you caused. Sleep isn't just about energy. It's deeply tied to how we feel, how we think, and how we connect with others. And after 60, the emotional price of sleep deprivation gets heavier. Even a single night without sleep can lead to irritability, impatience, and mood swings that feel harder to control. That's because sleep helps regulate the brain's emotional centers, especially the amygdala and prefrontal cortex. Without enough rest, the amygdala goes into overdrive, while the logical, calming prefrontal cortex loses control. It's a recipe for emotional instability. This imbalance doesn't just affect your mood, it affects your relationships. You may snap at loved ones, feel misunderstood, or withdraw socially. Over time, that disconnection can spiral into loneliness, which is already a major concern for many seniors. And then there's the deeper risk, depression and anxiety. Sleep loss increases the chances of both, and if you already live with either, staying up all night can make symptoms worse fast. It becomes harder to stay positive, stay motivated, or even enjoy things you used to love. Your emotional resilience depends on quality sleep. Without it, even everyday stresses feel overwhelming. And that emotional toll, it's not just in your head, it's real and it's serious. The danger of sleep loss isn't just what happens the next day, it's what builds up over time. For people over 60, repeated nights of poor sleep create a slow but powerful decline in overall health. One of the biggest risks is to your immune system. Without enough rest, your body produces fewer white blood cells and protective proteins. That means you're not just more likely to catch a cold, you're slower to recover from any illness, including serious infections like pneumonia or shingles. Over time, this makes you more vulnerable to complications that younger people may recover from more easily. Then there's the strong connection to chronic diseases. Studies show that poor sleep is tied to a higher risk of type 2 diabetes, hypertension, heart disease, and even stroke. This is because the body remains in a constant low-grade stress state, with cortisol, blood sugar, and inflammation levels staying too high for too long. Sleep loss also speeds up cognitive decline. Poor sleep disrupts memory and increases the risk of developing dementia and Alzheimer's disease. And unlike sore muscles, your brain often doesn't fully bounce back. Sleep isn't a luxury. It's a pillar of healthy aging, and every lost night matters. Okay, so what if you did stay up until dawn? Is there any way to bounce back? The good news, yes, but timing matters. First, get sunlight early the next morning. Light helps reset your circadian rhythm and encourages melatonin production later. Then, take a short nap no more than 20 to 30 minutes to avoid grogginess or further disrupting your sleep cycle. Hydrate well. Sleep loss dehydrates you, which makes fatigue and confusion worse. And don't try to make up sleep with 12 hours the next night. Instead, return to a normal, early bedtime and let your body stabilize over a few days. One late night won't destroy your health, but the habit can. After 60, sleep isn't optional. It's your body's reset button. It strengthens your immunity, sharpens your mind, and protects your heart. Build strong sleep habits. Stick to a bedtime. Limit screens before bed. Avoid late caffeine. and keep your room cool and dark. If you're staying up late often, ask why. It could be stress, pain, or loneliness. Don't ignore it. Talk to your doctor. Sleep is one of the most powerful tools for healthy aging. If this helped you, like the video and subscribe for more practical senior health advice.